Hello everyone, it's Farmer 6710. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back. And you may be wondering, why do we have two Ford 780s right in front of us here? Well, if you watched the Fendt 720 video of a model I replicated for a contractor, I got a lot of interest in that, and a few people followed me up, and actually a good few people followed me up wanting to get their own tractor built and stuff. So a bit of a coincidence, two lads of 780s want models done. So we have two 780s here. One is getting a front linkage, straight pipe, twin beacons. The other one is getting no front linkage, straight pipe, but wider tyres on the back. And I think it'd be a good video to show what you can do with the 780s and stuff, as, let's be honest, it's a popular enough model people buy, and they actually are a nice model. As you may know, I have one already here, and I kind of went for the old school look, original look that's been, you know, it's been worked and it's rusty out and stuff. So stuff like that, you know. And then also sunroof's open as well, so I'm gonna show you how to do a sunroof, which I haven't really much experience on, but I've kind of figured out how to do it. So we'll see how that goes as well. So basically, there's a few tractors that have wide tyres that fit the original 780 rim. One of them being the class Saltus 446, which is a universal hobbies as well. It's actually a nice tractor now, to be fair. But if you get it for cheap, I think I got this for 30 quid. So, and realistically, if you're buying a pair of tyres off like Addison 32 or anywhere, you'd be paying that anyway. So I know it's a bad tractor to put to waste, but it doesn't mean I could put an old set of tyres here. I have a good few tyres here. I could put them on, and I could still be able to use it on the display. So it's not really put to a waste. But basically, that's the tyre difference there. Hold on now. That's the tyre difference there. So basically, now you want to be careful while doing this, because these rims are a bit delicate now. Whereas because you kind of just put a bit of a turn on it. Basically how these work is they're on a tread. I'll show you here now. On a bit of a tread, so they are. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. But you can kind of see there, they're on a bit of a tread, and she just kind of goes on into her, if you know what I mean. So that's how that works. And you may wonder, how do you get the tyres off now? Best thing is get a bit of boiling water, soak them into the boiling water. I usually use a cup or something, and put them in and make sure they're really, really flexible, because if I do it like this now, I'm just going to break that centre rim there. But it was a bit different with this rim here. It's a very much more heavier rim. I was able to take them off without even any hot water. So if they soak them in hot water, the heat will expand it, and it should work. And then after that, we'll probably have to put these in hot water as well to put them back onto the rim, as these are the wider tyres. Now this customer, he only wants wide back tyres to suit his actual 780. He doesn't need wide ones on the front, and then he wants a straight pipe, twin beacons, and maybe a sunroof. I'll ask him, but after that we'll move on to the other one. So I have the tyres on there now. They actually fit on fair as well. You don't need to do any modification to the tyre, like they fit straight on. And these are nice gap. Only thing I will say now is that they don't really roll, because they're kind of hitting the cam mount, the screws there. So other than that, it works well. And then I've also put a straight pipe on, which is actually probably one of the best straight pipes I've ever done. It's just really, it's just a bent nail. I think I have one here. It's a 6-inch nail, but one of them shiny stainless nails. And then I just bent it and straight, and then put a bit of Sharpie marker, so you know it looks like you're seeing through the exhaust. I think that's this customer's one done. have to ask him if he wants a sunroof, and then I'll put the 2 beacons on. But other than that, it's more or less done. This one here now, it's going to be a bit different. She needs front mud guards, a front linkage, sunroof beacons, and I think he wants a little sticker done. But just a bit different. Going to use something like this front linkage here now, and it's one of the old style linkages. I think it's a replica Agri front linkage, so that'll fit on nicely like that. I'll probably have to cut this here off, but we'll work it out some way or another, so looking well anyway. And you can definitely see the difference between the 2 tyres there if you put the 2 of them back to back. It's definitely a nicer, beefier look off this. I could definitely do a space, and this one's hanging out a bit more than the side, but it can all be fixed. So that one's parked away now at the moment. Now we're on to the second one here now. So, bit of thinking involved in this one now, to be honest with you. Took this part of the cab off, which is handy enough. Make sure you get a skinny little screwdriver, or you can take the wheels off, and then you see them 2 holes there. There's 2 on either side of the cab, and your cab just slides off. Make sure you put that in a safe place. Now, moving over. I took the bonnet off. Be careful when taking off the bonnet. She sits on 2 of these lugs, and sometimes they can be awkward to come off. Sometimes they are not too bad. This one wasn't too bad, thankfully. Sometimes you just flick your screwdriver under and she just kind of flicks up. So that's what happened there now. Now, replica front linkage. I did a lot of cutting off now, so she sits nice and snug. You see some conversions and they have them sit down like this. I don't want that. The man's photo, I might get permission to kind of use the photo of his tractor, but it sits nice and snug there, as you can see. And that's the way it's going to be now. Obviously it'll be painted blue, but that's the way it's looking at the moment. So that's looking nice. And after that it'll be mud guards and double beacons and stuff. So it'll look tasty now with the front linkage when it's painted too. So a good bit of altering had to be done to get the replica Agri linkage on. Now the bonnet isn't fully on now at the moment, so that'll come off. So as you can see, it is nice and snug. I have it in as much as I can. She's all painted up now, of course, but I cut as much off as the linkage as possible, so it's not sticking out as much. I hate when conversions are done and the linkage is sticking out real far. Just doesn't look right. So this one is as snug as can be. I literally can't get any closer. I'd be literally hitting the grill, so that's about right there. There's no big tyres being added onto this. These are the original tyres, opposed to this tractor here, which has the big tyres on, which looks pretty well, to be fair. We'll leave that over to the side for the moment. But you may wonder, why do I have the cab off? Now, cab is off because I have to do a sunroof. So I have the panels and the glass all off here now. They just kind of click off. They're easy enough, just be careful. Just kind of all click in and they all click out. Now the cab comes off. You see these screws, these little brackets there. Well, they just screw in there, so get a little screwdriver, screw them off, cab comes off. Handy enough now. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove all this roof liner here. This will give us a bit of an accurate way to get the cab off, as it is hard enough to cut now. I've actually done one yesterday just as a bit of a trial run, and it didn't come up too bad at all. Now a cab will need to be sprayed, as I have white passes struck, and obviously the Universal Hobbies cabs are a bit off in colour. They're kind of like a greyish cream, so this one here is white, so I'm going to do it like that. But not a big job. Actually turned out quite well. I actually opened up the windows as well, so, and the straight pipe and all looks really well. So that's a nice tractor. So at the moment I'm kind of just prying up this cab. If I can get a better angle there for you. Doesn't really matter if you crack it, as I'm not really planning on putting it back in, but try not to get my hand in the way here now. But bit tricky at times, but we'll get there. So she just clicks off. Just needs a bit of prying, so it does. So that's that off. And now, if I wanted, I could put this back in, but you're not going to be looking up into the roof anyway. But look, I'm going to keep it anyway. So I'm going to put that into the parts box so I don't lose anything. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut the roof off here now, and then when I have the hole cut in the roof, I'm going to drill these rivets here, and then the cab will come off. That way I'll be able to round off the edges and stuff, put it into the vise. And that also involves taking off these lights, because when you're going to spray the cab, obviously it's just easier to take off the lights than mask everything up. So that's the story for the moment. Not too much work once you know what you're doing, but when I started doing them, I didn't really have a clue. But that's how it goes. So at the moment, what I'm doing is I'm kind of taking out the plastic so I can cut into the cab. That's the way I'm doing anyway. Now I'm using a Dremel here at the moment that I got in Lidl. It's a Parkside one. What I got there the other day is actually a great job. So as you can see there, I'm after clearing away all this plastic, so that blue stuff there, and that's why I kind of advise taking the glass out of the cab. So I've got to take out the windscreen there, but for just so that you don't accidentally damage the glass there with the die grinder, just saves that bit of accident. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mark out my line there in the roof. As you can see, I kind of drilled a hole in the roof there just so I know exactly kind of where it is, thereabouts. But now I'm going to drill a hole in the corners here, so then I know when I'm grinding here, I know kind of where to mark for. Don't go too far in so you don't make a hames out of the cab. You can always come out a bit and then grind it in, smoothing it off with the die grinder. But I'll show what I mean in a minute there. So I'm after getting the roof off the cab there, so I done a bit more addition into the cutting of the roof, so I could get around these rivets here. So that kind of made it easier to come off compared to last time I didn't do that. I ended up drilling out the rivets and didn't go too well. Now I'm gonna have an angle grinder disc on my drill, as you can see. So that's how I'm going to cut this roof off. I'm going to cut the main chunk of the roof off and then get the die grinder and then go nice and easy around it, smooth it off. So as you can see, I already have a score in. So this is basically kind of how it works. So you get the gist of it. Repeat the process the whole way around, and obviously be careful of the little power tools and stuff, guys, just so you don't get injured. So you know what you're doing. But yeah, I'll keep us updated. So we have the cut out done now of the roof of the tractor. Let me put that away. So I kind of even her all out. Smooth it out and stuff now. She's not 100% now, but obviously be careful with the metal filings now, but don't get into your finger. But that's about it. I'm going to do the sunroof now. So this is how the sunroof is done. Used a bit of Plastistruct, and this Plastistruct here now, a bit of double-sided glued on top. So this is only 2mm, I think. So I kind of done two of them glued together to make a 4mm, a bit of a thicker for more realistic. And then I also sprayed the roof white, so it's more accurate, because the ones in real life are white. I don't know why Universal Hobbies done a grey one for some reason, but she looks perfect now, so it does. It actually makes a big difference. Even if you didn't open up the sunroof, it actually makes a savage big difference. You won't believe it, but that's my opinion. And as I said at the start of the video, probably one of my best straight pipes I've ever done. Really like that now. If I could make a few more like that, I'd be doing well. And then also the tyres really make the tractor stand out as well. They really complements the tractor. And then you may notice the mirrors. The customer wanted TM style mirrors, so they're coming a bit popular now on the Super Q cabs at the moment, kind of to bring it into the 21st century. And doesn't look too bad, I must say. Definitely doesn't look out of place anyway. And then these mud guards, I actually made these by myself out of the plastic, and you can actually bend it, as you can see there. So give it a nice bend and you're able to make a nice mud guard. I wasn't too keen on waiting for mud guards to come in from Holland for 2 weeks, so I said I'd make my own ones, and didn't work out too bad either. Just a bit of plastic struct glued down onto the axle there, and they do turn with the tyres, so a bit of thinking involved, but who doesn't love a challenge? But yeah, no, very happy with this one anyway. All it's missing is 2 beacons, which I'm waiting to come in, but other than that, she's ready. I'll show you the other one now. So this is how the other one turned out. Now bear in mind, this is on standard tyres, so it is. But it actually does look fierce nice. Even the mud guards make a fierce big difference. And the straight pipe on the sunroof. Like, you don't really need the tyres to really make it stand out now. Don't get me wrong, the white tyre one does look nice, but I'm just saying, it doesn't be needed to put the big massive tyres on. But front linkage came out fierce nice. Very happy with that, how snugly it fits in towards the chassis. As I was saying at the start of the video there, I hate the linkages that fit out the whole way and look real ignorant, but very happy with that now. Actually really nice model. I'm actually jealous to see it go, but that's just the way it is. I can always do one in the future. But sunroof done, same thing again, painted white, and beacons as well. Beacons make a good difference. The straight pipe is done well too, but I don't think it's as nice as the other one, as you can see here. But 2 very nice 7/810s. So that brings us to the end of our 10 series makeover video, I suppose you could call it, or modifications. So we have a wide range of modifications between the wide tyres, front linkage, straight pipe, sunroof, opening the windows, I think I went through that, beacons, and mud guards as well. So there's a good few extras you can put on these 7/810s to really make it stand out and be one of a kind, literally. And if you do want to know how to weather this 7/810 to make it look like this, I have done a weathering tutorial in I think it was last year. I done a weathering tutorial on this. So if you want to know how to make your 7/810 look like this, you prefer maybe look like a rusty look, or it might fit with your diorama, well, I have a video on this a few years ago. I'll put the link in the description. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did find this helpful, please give the video a like, and let me know, guys, what tractor I should do next, as I have plenty of projects coming up. So comment down below, and maybe if you have tried out these modifications, maybe send a photo on Instagram or through email, and I might post it on the YouTube community tab. So with enough said, guys, I'll leave you with a few photos. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.